Hey YouTube, how are we doing? Hope you're all doing good and well. A little bit of a different video this time, as you may be able to tell. I don't know what footage you'll be looking at right now, but yeah, this is a video that I'm actually recording the audio for back in my office at home, because I can't ride my bike at the moment, and you know, hopefully it won't be too long before I can again. But yeah, so after the last video I put up on the channel, I wasn't planning on making this video, but yeah, I've actually had a crash, and a proper crash this time. The video before where I said that I had a crash, yeah, it was a crash. You know, I hit something and went down. This time it's actually a little bit more serious. I was so yeah. Before we get into it, though, as always, thank you for joining me in my little corner of the internet here. Much appreciated. If it's your first time here, this is probably a very strange video for you to see. But yeah, if you've been here before, I do really appreciate the support. And while I'm talking about that, I really appreciate the messages I've had from people in the last week or so since everything happened and stuff. So it's really been appreciated. Thank you very much. But yeah, so really quickly, I've got some footage that I filmed on my phone of the damage and stuff to the bike. No actual crash footage, because I was just on my way to the gym in the middle of the night, so I didn't really have my camera on. In a way, I'm kind of glad, because drift cam number 5 probably wouldn't have survived, because the way I went down, it would have quite easily destroyed the camera. But yeah, basically I went down a road I've been down hundreds of times probably. It's a road I did my CBT on. It's like a hill not far from where I live. I was on the way to the gym. I was actually going to a different gym that one that that I hadn't been to forever, basically. And I was going after work, so it was 11:15 at night. It had been raining. And, I've ridden in the rain. I've ridden in like proper heavy rain and stuff. The road was a little bit wet, and this road's not in the greatest conditions. Funnily enough, it's one of the roads I was going to feature in a video that I was planning at the time. And yeah, riding down the road, just going down the hill, and they've got these speed humps. So they've got the ones on a motorbike that you can go through, you can go round, like where there's 2 of them, you go between them or whatever. But they've also got these other ones where the road's slightly raised, and they're quite steep. Really, because of the way that the hill and stuff like that, they're not doing the best way. And I was slowing down for one of those, and I know I wasn't speeding, and I admit that I can ride a little bit quick at times, but at this point I know I wasn't, because they've got one of those sign things that flashes up if you're going too quickly, 30, slow down, and whatever. And they have one of those, and that tells you your speed, and I'm sure it flashed up about 25, 27, or something like that. And yeah, I was just going down there, and the road's pretty new. They've done parts of the road and new parts of it aren't. It's really strange. And it literally felt like someone kicked the bike from underneath me, literally out of nowhere. No slip, didn't feel a slip. Sometimes I feel the front 2 wheels are pretty quite stable, to be fair. I don't think I've ever felt the front go, but you feel the back wheels slip occasionally, as any of you who ride bikes know. When you hit a drain or something, you get that slight little wobble where you get cold for a second. Absolutely none of that. The bike just literally fell over, just completely. It was as if like somebody had booby trapped it. Like at first, the thing that flashed into my head at first was like, I've been hit by a car, but there was nothing there. The next feeling I remember was very strange. I was watching my bike slide down the road, like you see in videos on the internet, and that was, because it's quite a steep hill as well. So I'm watching my bike literally slide down this hill. Which was quite, not nice to see when £4,000 of your money is sliding down the asphalt or whatever, the tarmac. I didn't actually realise I was sliding at the same time, so I was trying to lift myself up and then falling back down and smack my head off the floor. My helmet's alright, I think. I know they say you're not supposed to, you're not really supposed to use your helmet after you've been in a crash, but I generally think it's alright. My visor, I've just bought a new mirrored visor. It's scratched where obviously I was not realising I was sliding down the road. I was wearing my textile jacket, which, if anyone who knows me, I don't wear it that often, to be fair. I generally wear it at night though, in bad weather. I was wearing that as well. That took quite a bit of damage as well. So if I'd have been wearing my normal coat that I wear when I'm riding, I wear quite a bit of padding anyway, just in case. But if I'd have been wearing my normal Adidas coat, I think that would have been destroyed. You can't buy it anymore, so I'm kind of glad that I wasn't. Yeah, I had to go to the hospital. I thought I broke my arm, which was strange because I landed on my right side, but my left arm was really hurting. And after a couple of hours, I decided I had to, take the risk and go to the hospital. Turns out it wasn't broken. Just got some bruising, and like for a couple of days, I've generally felt like I've been hit by a bus. It's a horrible feeling. When people say they've been in accidents and they feel awful. I wasn't in a severe accident. I did just hit the ground and whatever. So yeah, I can't imagine what it's like if someone gets hit by a car or anything. I'm going to put some footage in now that I filmed in the garage. My handlebars are pretty much wrecked. I managed to get the bike home slowly by riding it. I had to literally point the handlebars to the left in order to keep them straight. The bike's been picked up this morning and taken to a garage. They're going to have a look at the repairs for me. I'm hoping it's nothing too serious. I'll keep you updated with that. But yeah, here's the footage that I filmed in my garage. I don't know if you can see. You'll be able to see the damage where it's like the panel damage and the cosmetics and stuff. I don't think I'm not sure if the handlebar damage actually comes out too well. But yeah, no crash footage. I'm sorry. So if anyone's coming here for crash footage, there's none of that, I'm afraid, and that there won't be because I didn't have it. But yeah, once the bike's all back up and running, and and I'm feeling better. I'll probably, we'll probably talk about some more. There's a very interesting story that needs to be told about the conduct of West Midlands Police when they come across people who've crashed, and but I'll leave that for another time. So thanks for watching. As always, stay safe, ride safely, don't be an idiot like myself, and I'll see you soon. So let's have a look at the damage. Few scuffs where I've slid down the road. Completely taken the metal there. So I think that might have to be replaced. My bar end is, can you see, completely worn away there. When I actually picked the bike up off the floor, the accelerator was actually hanging off. I had to put that back on. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my wheels straight. Actually, that looks better than it did. So that's the wheels pretty much facing forward. Yeah, my brakes a bit out of shape, as you can see straight away, but then handlebars are ever so slightly crooked. I don't think it comes out in the video, but yeah, the handlebars aren't straight at all. Bit of mud. Top box took a bit of a kick in. The exhaust guard, I suppose it's called, is literally shredded away. Apart from that, not in the worst of shape. Yeah, it's come away there from the housing. But yeah, it's being picked up tomorrow. Definitely needs a clean. It's got a few scuffs and scratches on it anyway. Definitely needs a clean. But yeah, I should find out the damage tomorrow. This is obviously it'll still run with all this, even if I don't get that tended to immediately, it'll still run, and I suppose I can have the panels replaced further down the line. So, but yeah, I suppose it could have been worse. I'm just hoping I know my brake levers are going to cost me about 50 to £60, because I think they're about £20 each to replace. This is the one that was bent the first time after I dropped it. Well, I had my down the other week. I won't call that a crash, especially after what I went through the other day. So yeah, there's the damage. Riding in the rain, basically. It wasn't even raining, it was just very wet on one of these new smoothly fleshy tyres. Oh, look, you see on the end of my brake how that's get the light off it ever so you can see how it's completely worn where it's skidded down the road as well. But yeah, these new roads that are all slidey might be good for cars, not so much fun for motorbikes, even free-wheeled, quite stable ones. So yeah, stay safe guys, hopefully I'll be back on the road soon, and yeah, see you then. Just discovered another weird issue. My shield, the screws have come out. It looks like they've actually sheared off, so I'm hoping, if you can see that, yeah, so the tops have sheared off completely, so I'm hoping that can be rectified. I'm hoping pretty easily. Yeah, she doesn't sound good when I ride. I've just ridden her up the road. I don't know if I can demonstrate how off she is. So that is, the wheels are facing forward now. And if I put the camera here, maybe. Hang on, let me put it back on a stand. So that's the wheels facing forward, but yeah, look, you can, I think to the eye you can definitely see it. But I think you can kind of see that the steering column, I think if I took the plastic off, you'd see quite a significant bend in the frame. Yeah, I'm really hoping, because of it being a Tri-City, I am really hoping there is no damage to the actual mechanics in here, because obviously this is where we're getting into pricey territory. You know, to be fair, everything looks to the naked eye like it's alright, but yeah, she sounds a bit rough. But I think a lot of that might be, now I've noticed that this is a thing, a lot of the shaking and stuff I could hear was definitely that, I think. So yeah, not happy with myself. I wasn't riding recklessly, you know. I'm honest enough with you guys to when I say you know, I'm still I think inexperienced rider of 18 months or so now, not even that. And you know, and I do ride a bit quick sometimes, and you know, I'm not going to hide that. But to come off on a road I've ridden down dozens of times, a road I actually rode down on my CBT, downhill at 11:15 in the evening, it was scary, you know, considering it literally, I didn't slip, and it's hard to describe. Basically, it literally felt like someone had just pulled my bike from under, like pulled my bike over. It just fell over. You know, I feel the back wheels slip occasionally on drains and the terrible roads around here in Birmingham, but this is a new road, and I was slowing down between speed humps. So yeah, it was terrifying really to feel a go from underneath me, like not even a wobble, literally just like something out of a horror movie, I suppose, just literally ripped. Yeah, look, you can see the plastic is completely out there. There's a lot of wobble. Yeah, so I'm stripping her down now, getting all my bits off it. It's being picked up by my recovery company tomorrow. They're going to take it to a garage in Dudley, because I couldn't get anywhere local to have a look at her this side of Christmas, it seemed. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back on the road. You know, I'm pretty much stranded without her. Luckily I'm working from home, and yeah, I'm no broken bones. I'm sore, like I generally feel like I've been hit by a car. And yeah, once it's all back up and running, I'll tell the story in full about what happened, and a rather strange story involving West Midlands Police, related to the crash as well. So yeah guys, Yeah, as I say, stay safe on the roads out there. You know, if you are riding your bike through the winter and whatever, you know, take that extra bit of care that I thought I was taking. And yeah, and even on roads, don't take anything for granted. See you later.